Hello, everyone. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 1. This would be Points of Departure. Okay. Remember, like in the last review, if you have watched it, I said something along the lines of they don't really do a great job connecting everything together. Yeah, this would be the reason. Unlike the last episode, I almost want to say skip this one. Almost. You get to see the new commander, and there is a lot that happens in this episode. Okay. However, I'm wanting to say skip it because doing this episode still kind of builds off a lot of that, prequel movie stuff, everything that happened in the first movie. And since you've probably seen the movie, because that's what I would have recommended, you probably have seen quite a bit of this stuff. It's not as bad. Yeah, it's not as bad. It's not as bad as the first season's, flashback to before the Babylon Station, the Minbari War stuff. But yeah, it is enjoyable. It is watchable. But I mean, there's a reason they do not call this Chrysalis Part 2. You lose a bunch of characters, you gain a bunch of new characters. I think the most exciting thing for me in this episode is actually seeing the vacuum. And a lot of the new, secondary cast. They get a really great secondary cast in this season transition. I'm not going to say anything there because, it's kind of like that spoiler territory. But I mean, I saw several people in this episode that I have not seen at all previously. In fact, not even a hint of. And I saw them and I went, like the vacuum cleaner. If you get the vacuum cleaner joke, you get the vacuum cleaner. If you don't, you don't. That's pretty much it. The vacuum cleaner is amazing. Anyway, seeing that was actually very nice from my perspective. But this episode, you should not skip. Okay? I just want to say it right now. Because I kind of been whittling middle ground here. You really should not skip. Okay? I just want to lower the standard a lot. Because, yeah, it's just not as good as the other ones. And there's really no if and or buts about it. It's a solid episode. It's enjoyable enough. I like where it goes. I like what it does. Yeah. It's just not Chrysalis Part 2, which is kind of what they set it up to look like. But it really is not. And that's not a bad thing. It's just not like, you end part Chrysalis and it really feels like a two-parter, and this is going to be a new part of that, and it really is not. And I'm okay with that, honestly. But I mean, it's a big hang-up, and if you don't know it's coming, it would probably be not enjoyable. So yeah. If you wouldn't mind throwing me a subscribe, I'm getting into the habit of asking. I'm not really concerned about you subscribing. I'm still doing my early stuff, so thanks for listening this far. If you want to leave a comment, please leave a comment. I always would love to reach out to people. That's cool. Anyway, you guys have a good one.